Students, today we are discussing the last topic of this first chapter, that is the post-fertilization event. As we discussed in our earlier class that post-fertilization events have two steps, zygote and embryogenesis. Zygote, that is the structure which is formed after fusion of male and female gamete. Embryogenesis, in which the zygote develop into embryo. Formation of embryo from the zygote is known as embryogenesis. Development of embryo from zygote is known as embryogenesis in animals. Steps for embryogenesis are cell division and cell differentiation. That means in first step, zygote undergoes in mitosis cell division in diplontic type of organism, diplontic, that means which follow the diplontic type of life cycle. Zygote undergoes in the mitosis cell division and continuous cell division occur and zygote become a group of cell, that is morula and blastula. Further, all the cells, suppose zygote divide and form 2 cells, then 4 cell, 6, 8, 16, 32, further divide and form a group of cell. This is known as cell division. Second step, cell differentiation. These all the cells differentiate into different layers, form different tissues to form different types of organs of the body. This process known as cell differentiation. Organisms are of two types, oviparous and viviparous. Those organisms which lay egg are known as oviparous. Egg laid may be fertilized egg or may be unfertilized egg. If female released fertilized egg, that means fertilization already takes place inside the female body and then fertilized egg released from the female body. And in some organism, female released unfertilized egg, then further fertilization takes place outside the body. This type of organism known as oviparous, which lay eggs. Viviparous, which give birth to young ones, are known as viviparous. For example, human being. This type of organism have more chances of survival because they are not threatened by the predators during developmental condition, because embryo developed inside the female's body. Fertilized egg, when released from the female body, is covered by a calcareous cell. Like in birds, this calcareous cell protect the fertilized egg, and after incubation period, young one hatched out from the fertilized egg. This is all about the reproduction in animals. That means how zygote convert into embryo and young one. What about the plants? In plant, zygote which is developed inside the ovule. This is the female reproductive part, stigma, style and ovary. Ovary contain ovule. Ovule में ही क्या होता है? Zygote. This zygote convert into embryo. After fertilization, during post-fertilization, zygote convert into embryo. Then what about all other parts like sepal, petal, stamen? These all the parts shed off after fertilization. Do you know any plant? Do you name? Can you give any name of any plant in which the sepals remain attached with the fruit? After fertilization, zygote convert into embryo, ovary converts into fruit, and ovules convert into seed. Fruit is protected or covered by fruit wall known as pericarp. This is all about the reproduction in plants. Thank you. Hello students. Today we summarize chapter first. What are the key points which we discussed in our previous 6 videos? All the points which are discussed. Again, I summarize all the key points. What key points we discussed till the date? That is lifespan, reproduction, types of reproduction, asexual and sexual reproduction. Asexual, in which single parent involved. Sexual, in which 2 parents involved. Types of asexual reproduction, binary fission like found in amoeba, multiple fission which is found in plasmodium, budding found in yeast, Then zoospores, two types of zoospores, motile zoospores and conidia non-motile zoospores, found in different fungus and alga. Vegetative propagation, in which the vegetative part of the plant involved takes place by runner in grasses, sucker in mint, tuber in potato, offset in pistia and bulb in onion. Then sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, there are three events during sexual reproduction we discussed in earlier classes. Pre-fertilization event, in which gametogenesis and gamete transfer include. Fertilization, in which gamete fused and form zygote. Post-fertilization event, in which zygote develop into embryo or organism gives either young one, give birth to young one or lay egg. And in last, after development, this embryo converts into young one. These are the steps of pre-fertilization event and post-fertilization event which we discussed in earlier classes. This is all about this is the summary of this first chapter. Now I will send you a worksheet. You have to solve the worksheet and prepare yourself accordingly. And you have any doubt, please ask me.